Good evening. We are right back. I told you to just be a second. We are prepping and they are readying up right now. This is High Voltage taking on Vicious. Over on High Voltage, we have Fire Ninja, Lulz, Jake, and Average. And coming in on Vicious tonight, we have Matthew, Sweet Tooth, Palace, and Zach. Are you ready, Pinched-Nerve? Take us in.
Oh, I am ready. This is the master tier. And out for the neutral joust they come. It is Vicious, able to grab that disc. Palace is going to send it down and across over to Matthew. Matthew up and oh, what a save by Fire Ninja. And it's stuck in that trap area. They got to get that disc. It's Sweet Tooth who's able to grab it over to Zach. Zach takes the shot, 3 points, and Vicious is on the board with 3.
That was a very quick goal. I guess they are ready to get in and out of this arena this evening. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock as Joust Advantage goes over to High Voltage right now. We'll see how they respond. I expect this to be a very aggressive and fast-paced game. We shall see. High Voltage grabbing that disc. It's Average. Average going to turn around. Nice footwork, but is getting stunned out, and Palace takes possession, sending that one right in for another 3. 2 goals in already in less than a minute.
And if you are High Voltage, this is not how you want to start out. However, we just started. We've got 9 minutes remaining. They most certainly can make up for a little slow start here. Out of the tubes they come. It is Average at the desk. Average going to send that Average throw all the way over to the left and into the blue bubble. It is a free disc. It is going to be chased down. It's slapped across by High Voltage, but Zach is able to grab it and sends it right back out through that right tunnel. And no surprise, here are the stacks. It is Matthew at the disc. Matthew slowing it down a bit, looking for those options, sends it across, but it's not caught. Once again, that disc is floating free, and I'm actually surprised that any passes have been missed. Fire Ninja is able to grab it, sends it back out. It gets picked off, but a little stunning, and that disc is free once again. It's Average able to grab it. Average is going to pass it over to Lulz. Lulz under the shield, into the goal. 2 points. High Voltage is on the board.
They are just down by 4 points. There's plenty of time left in this first round. 8 minutes, in fact. Vicious is going to come out with that Joust Advantage. We shall see how they respond, if they're going to get some points back on the board really quick, or if they are going to let High Voltage get another one in. That's going to be a quick grab by Palace. Fast, very fast, sending that one down to Zach, across to Matthew. Matthew sending that one all the way down to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth for the 3, and they take the lead by 7.
What an incredible execution on that rollout. That was just so pretty to watch. Boom, boom, boom. 3 points. But it is now the High Voltage offensive joust. Out of the tubes they come. It is Average. Not quite getting that off very quickly. Over to Lulz. Lulz drifting across on that left side. Make a long pass over to Fire Ninja, who takes the shot, but saved by Sweet Tooth and sent out through the left tunnel. And no surprise, here are the stacks. Here is Palace taking a shot in the corner. 3 points. They have made nothing but 3 points, and they're now up by 10.
They are, Palace coming in very, very nice in this game, doing some great work over on the Vicious side. Definitely. High Voltage now with the Joust Advantage. 6 minutes, 44 seconds left on the clock. They're going to grab that disc very quickly. Average hanging on to it for a moment, but getting it off very fast. Sends up into Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja across the arena to Lulz. Lulz moving back, trying to get rid of Palace, shaking him loose. Going to send that down to Average. Average gonna just hold it for a moment, trying to get away from Palace, who's definitely doing work tonight. Jake with the disc sends that one to Lulz. Lulz for the goal, getting another 2 points on the board for High Voltage.
Yeah, Lulz approaching that goal, looking at that goalie, laughing out loud and sending it right in. It is going to be an offensive joust by Vicious. Not seeing a whole lot of that just yet, but here we go. Out of the tubes they come. It is Palace sending it over across to Zach W. Zach's going to forward it along up to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth's going to reset it back to Matthew. Matthew is being defended, has to reset that back to Palace. Palace back up to Matthew, and Matthew all the way across to Zach W. And stolen away by Lulz. Absolutely laughing that time. Gonna take that beautiful, long shot. 41 meters, 3 points. Hey, they're only down by 5 now.
That was amazing. That was a fantastic shot. Oh my goodness, Lowell's killing it. Vicious coming out now with the Joust advantage. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. Palace very quickly sending that disc over to Zach, crossing the arena to Matthew. A very nice past relay play here. Can send that disc in, but it's going to bounce off the shield and come right back out, getting stunned out. And that's going to be Jake picking that one up, sending it right back through the tunnel as Fire Ninja picks it up on the other side. Going to pass it back to Lowell's for a reset. Going to send it all the way back to Average, moving right into the midfield. Average going to send that one right back to Lulz, who's going to quickly pass it high to Jake. Jake down to Fire Ninja for a goal. What a fantastic play.
What a fantastic comeback. They're only down by one score. We still have almost 5 minutes remaining. There is an obscene amount of time. These are master tier players. 5 minutes is forever. And out of the tubes, it is Vicious. Palace is going to send it really quickly over to the left, grabbed by Zach W. once again in that left tunnel. Going to forward it across, avoiding that stun, and it's not caught. Who is able? It is picked off by Fire Ninja, but no, Palace wants that right back and going to send it down to Matthew. Matthew sending it back over to Zach W. Up over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth takes a shot, 2 points, and Vicious is up by 5.
They are. That was a very nice play too. So we're seeing some of that. Oh, their style is just so beautiful for both of these teams. Their passes are on point. Their shots are fantastic. It's so nice and refreshing to see such an aggressive play style. Coming out, grabbing that disc is Average. Average quickly sitting it down into the tunnel to Lulz. Lulz getting attacked by the stack and returned by Palace. Gonna walk that one backwards, looking for the pass option, finds it, but it's gonna be intercepted by Lulz and sent right back out again. Back into the hands of Fire Ninja, having to stun out Zach on the way, sending that disc all the way in, back off the back wall. Sweet Tooth gonna pick it up though.
Sweet Tooth's going to send it out through that right tunnel. It's going to be grabbed by Jake, sitting right there waiting. Going to send it up and across, but the Vicious stack is going to grab it and sends it right back. It's back in the high voltage side. It's Zach over 2. No, it's 2 Zach, 2 Palace, in the goal, 2 points. Vicious up by 7.
Wow. Okay. Well, high voltage definitely needs to get a couple points on the board right about now. They still have 3 minutes left in this round, which is plenty of time, but they could use some momentum right about here. That's going to be Average grabbing that disc, hanging on to it for a moment. Oh, quickly getting that disc away before it getting stung out, but Lulz holds it just a second too long, and Palace sending it right back. Lulz going to intercept it and send it forward again into the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja just looking for the options, trying to find out where everybody is. Going to opt for the reset. Average picking that one up. Moving right down the arena. Everybody is attacking. You see them all man-marking someone and stunning them out inside the bubble, trying to get that disc through. Going to send that to Fire Ninja. Oh, what a save by Sweet Tooth, denying that goal, and it is still not in. They're going to have to keep working that disc all the way into the bubble and into the goal. Fire Ninja back to Lulz. Lulz moving in, going to find Average. Average on the ceiling, sends it to Lulz, and it's saved again by Matthew.
Wow, incredible goaltending there, and it is going to get cleared out into the orange side, and right there waiting is Zach W. We're going to walk that forward. The bubble is defended. It's going to be a pass back to Palace. Palace evading a little defensive there, but it's going to be picked off by Fire Ninja, and Fire Ninja sends it up all the way across. The stacks overshoot, another stack overshoots. It's going to be chased down and slapped out, and there is Matthew grabbing that disc, sending it across. The shield jumps in the way. That's okay. Sweet Tooth is there, sends it into the bubble, but not quite in. Hey, that's okay. Sweet Tooth is going to put it in the rest of the way. How sweet it is.
Also, I'd like to point out the Cryptic Menace there in the Twitch chat. You spelled legendary spelled wrong. There is a pause between it. It is legend-airy. And that is exactly what we're seeing tonight. Quick grab by Average, sending that disc all the way. Nope, hanging onto it for a second. Gonna send it across the arena in the hands of Lulz. Lulz gonna send it all the way down to Jake. Jake turning that one around, finding Fire Ninja across the arena, but it's not gonna go in. Sweet Tooth making a quick grab, sending that disc all the way back down. The stacks are ready, and they are flying. It is in the hands of Zach. Zach W sending that one in because he does not miss those 3-point shots.
Wow. You know what? Vicious has this round. There is just no way for High Voltage to come back at this point. However, you know what? You need to come out, you need to play, you need to get back that momentum. And out of the tubes they come. It is Average with the disc, taking their time. Are they going to go for those points or just tick off the clock? It's a pass over to Lulz. Lulz all the way across over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja over to Jake. Jake's hit the shot, but no! Sweet Tooth is able to save it. It's back to Lulz, back to Jake, and finally in the goal. High Voltage 11, but Vicious has 21. Vicious has taken the first round.
They certainly have. Very aggressive on their play. You know, they got on the board first there with that first 3-point shot by Zach in the first minute of the round. And although the scoring went back and forth, they did not let up. And they were very, very aggressive in their play style in that first round. I hope to see more of that in round 2. Do you think High Voltage is going to make the changes that they need to? And what do you think they should change?
I am not anywhere near qualified to tell a master tier team what they should change. I mean, really, I mean, come on. But I will say, I do believe they will come back and take the second round. I absolutely believe they will take the second round.
We should play a game. What is faster than a master tier stack?
An EU master tier stack.
I don't know. You know what? Maybe it would be a Hog Rider. I'm not sure. I don't think anything could uprank a master tier stack. There's something to watch and observe for sure. And somebody there in the Twitch chat a few minutes ago said, if you wonder why you are not moving up the ranks, this is the reason, because you don't play like, I mean, like, you have to play like these guys. They're amazing. And if you can take one little thing away from their play style and start to incorporate that and build that and practice it in your games, you're going to move up much, much faster. Quick joust from High Voltage, getting this all the way back down into the blue bubble. Going to pick that one up is Jake, getting stunned out though, losing possession to Palace. Palace going to send that one right back out, and that's going to be Lulz there with the disc, turning it around, ready to send it. Sends it down to the hands of Average. Average moving right in, gonna send it to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja for the goal, and they are on the board first here in round 2.
This is how you start to take the round, and I fully believe they will. But now we have an offensive joust by the Vicious team, and out of the tubes they come. It is Palace. Palace is going to send it over to the left, a little slower than normal for Palace. Over to Zach W. Zach W over to Matthew on the other side, and a pass all the way over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth's going to send it down and grabbed by Zach W. You know, they make these passes. It looks like they're not accurate. I assure you, they are accurate. And it is Matthew in the goal, and it is now a tie game.
It definitely is. Just barely over a minute into the second round, and we already see a tie. So High Voltage took 2 minutes in the last round to get on the board, and here we see them just in 1 minute, and they are already up there. So hopefully they'll see some, we'll see some massive aggression from them here. Average with that disc right there on the joust, gonna hang on to it for a second. Still holding, trying to avoid that stack. Gonna get that disc cleanly through into the hands of Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja avoiding the stack also. Gets that down to Lulz. Lulz all the way up into the hands of Jake. Moving into the goal, and it is good. And High Voltage takes the lead.
Not only do they have the lead, but at least so far, they have seriously been restricting the play of Vicious. You know, Vicious, 1 goal, and it was only a 2-pointer. Very different from the previous round, where Vicious was just getting 3 after 3 after 3. But it is Palace with the disc, and send it over to Zach W once again, and it's not a clean pass that time. However, it's recovered by Matthew. Matthew's going to send it into the goal, and oh, there is that 3-point goal, and now Vicious has a 1-point lead.
They do. And now are we going to see that swing back and forth for the next few minutes? I sure hope so, because those are my absolute favorite games. High Voltage coming out now with the joust advantage. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Average going to quickly grab that one, avoiding that stack. Nice little ducking there, but Lulz going to lose possession in the tunnel to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth sending it in for the 3, and they take a 4-point lead.
What a pretty shot. I want to be able to do that. Actually, I have done that once. On accident. No, I'm sorry. It was on purpose. Hey, we're going to see an offensive joust by High Voltage. And you know what? They're not doing bad. They're only down by 4. We have 7 minutes remaining. It is Average with the disc. Average taking a little different path this time. It's going to send it down. Not quite caught, but Lulz is able to recover that disc. Going to send it all the way across the arena to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja up to Jake. Jake looking in that bubble, but gets stunned out. Oh, and Matthew is able to recover that disc. Matthew is going to send it across, but picked off by Average. And Average is walking it in, looking for those lanes, looking for that shot. It's over to Lulz. It's in the goal.
It is in the goal. Lulz being Lulz. We saw Lulz bring in a bunch of points. 3 goals right there in the first couple of minutes of round 1. Nice to see him getting some points on the board here in round 2. Joust advantage going over to Vicious right now. They are up by just 1 goal, which is not a whole lot in a match like this. 6 minutes left on the clock. Palace sends that to Zach. Zach going to move down the arena, quickly avoiding the stack of incoming players there. And that disc is in the hands of Matthew, moving towards the goal, and they take the lead by 4.
You just can't defend something like that. Matthew was just literally dancing in front of that goal. By the way, Cheeseroni, thank you for the hydrate. I assure you, casting a match like this, it is needed. It is a high voltage offensive joust. Average with the disc sends it over to the right, over to Fire Ninja, but picked off by Sweet Tooth. And Sweet Tooth is going to bring it back. But not all the way. Jake is able to snatch that disc right away. Going to do a little avoiding. Got to get rid of that disc. Sends it up and over to Average. Average over to Lulz. And Lulz in the goal. 3 points. We have a 1-point game once again.
We certainly do. Oh boy, 5 minutes left in this round. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can take this tonight. I can feel my face getting warm. I so want these teams both to do so incredibly well. It's gonna be a quick joust by Vicious. Gonna send that disc quickly down to Zach. Zach gonna send it all the way down the arena into the bubble, into the hands of Sweet Tooth, who gets it over to Matthew, moving right in, getting more points on the board. They are back in a 3-point lead.
But it's only a 3-point lead. A single 3-point shot will tie this game. I noticed Thrust Vectoring in the Twitch chat saying their dad is playing. Well, I don't know who your dad is, Thrust Vectoring, but good for them. It is Average with the disc, going to send it left this time over directly to Lulz. Lulz sending it right to the goal, tying this game with a 36-meter 3-point shot.
Oh boy, howdy diddy. Just advantage going back over to Vicious. 4 minutes left on the clock, tied 12-12. This is nuts. That disc is going to be in the hands of Sweet Tooth now. Nope, Zach. Sorry, my bad. Zach over to, Fire Ninja going to send that one right back into the bubble. Stacks are coming in. Everybody is right there. It's going to be Jake picking that one up, stunning Matthew out on the nest. Turning that disc around, walking right into the bubble, but is saved and denied by Vicious. Sent right back out into the midfield area. Palace make that clear, sweeping that one all the way down the arena for Zach, who is going to make another beautiful long 3.
Get to your launchers.
Wow. This is real Echo Arena. This is the master tier, and it shows. Look at these players. Look at these shots. Look at the stacks. It is incredible. However, it's the high voltage offensive joust. Average with the disc once again, faking a little pass. Finally getting rid of it over to, it looks like Lulz. Lulz is having to slap it through. It's Jake with the disc. Jake sending it all the way across over to Fire Ninja. Fire Ninja is going to reset it to Average, and Average is going to slowly walk that disc up. They're only down by 1 score. They're only down by 3 points. We have almost 3 minutes.
Average sending that all the way back down. Yes, I know the stream crashed, so we're going to televise, we're going to radio edit this one for you. Sweet Tooth across the arena into the hands of Zach W. Zach W moving in, gets that one right back to Sweet Tooth, moving into the bubble. Everybody is there. Gonna miss that pass though. It's gonna be Fire Ninja making that grab, getting stunned out, losing possession. The disc is back in the hands of Matthew. Matthew backing that one right back out of the bubble. Sends that one across the arena to Zach, who's gonna flip it. Send it right back over to Matthew. Matthew on the wall. Sends it right back into the midfield area there where Zach is there to pick it up. Losing possession to Jake, sending that one all the way back down into the bubble. Oh, no.
Oh, and it was a beautiful but missed shot. It's Fire Ninja. That's okay. I'll take the 3 points instead. And once again, we have a tie game. And there is only 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining. These teams are amazing. But we have an offensive joust by Vicious. It's Palace going to send it over to the left, and it's Zach W recovering that disc, but it's going to go free. It's floating in that trap area. Who gets there? It's Matthew sending it all the way across over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth going to reset that back to Zach W, and it's a pass down to Matthew. Matthew across to Palace. Palace back to Matthew. It's all the passing, they make it so elegant until they're stunning each other to death. And it is back to Matthew on that floor area. 30 seconds remaining. Over to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth, a missed pass. It's a free disc. I don't think that was planned. It's Jake with the disc over to the left. It's going to bounce around a little wildly. The stacks overshoot it. Who's going to get that disc first? It is Matthew. Matthew's going to send it out through that right tunnel. No, it's going to bounce off the geometry. Sweet Tooth sends it the rest of the way through. 5 seconds remaining. Oh, it's going to go in, and Vicious has taken the second round.
Man, oh man, that was just in the nick of time. I was definitely holding my breath on that one. Fantastic game. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That was absolutely phenomenal. So incredibly impressed by these two teams this evening in the arena. What a round for High Voltage there in that second round. They were very aggressive and very on top of things. And I thought we were going to get an overtime right there for that second one, but Vicious just squeaked right by. So they played that pretty smart, right? They were holding on to it. They wanted to hold on to it until the clock got really close, so that once they sunk it in, the other team did not have the opportunity to return that. And that's exactly what happened, and it worked. And boy, we can breathe.
I don't think it worked quite the way they intended. I believe that they lost control of that disc for a little while, and at that point it was a little panic of get that disc back and get it in the goal. But you know what? Who knows what the players are thinking? Sometimes you wish you could just be part of the team and hear the comms for a while. Unfortunately, we are not allowed to do that.
We probably would want to anyways, because, you never know. But it was a great match nonetheless, and we are going to take a little break. We've got one more match coming for you at 10 o'clock right here on this channel, and currently over on VRML 2, Offbeat is killing it with another match. So pop over there and say hello and join him for the rest of that one, and we'll see you in a few.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway.
Season 7 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, Downpour Interactive, and VRware.net.